This is the Well Body Podcast with your host, Renee, the place where everyday women learn how to stop running on empty, reset their energy, nourish their bodies, and feel strong again. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Well Body Podcast. Today we are diving into something I see consistently when I'm working with clients either in clinic or online, and this is women who feel constantly run down, like they're always catching something, they're feeling inflamed, fatigued, or just not quite resilient on the inside. And they're eating well, they're training, they're doing all the right things, but their immune system feels fragile. So today we're unpacking why your immune system is deeply connected to your gut, what people mean when they say 70% of your immune system lives there, what gut permeability actually means without fear, and why food diversity matters more than superfoods. So let's get into it. We'll hear this statistic a lot. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So what does that actually mean? Well, inside and around your digestive tract is something called GALT, gut-associated lymphoid tissue. It's essentially immune training ground. Your gut is exposed to food, bacteria, viruses, environmental toxins, microbes from the outside world every single day. Your immune system has to decide, is this safe? Is this harmful? Do we react or do we tolerate? And that training happens in the gut. Your microbiome, those trillions of bacteria, actually help educate your immune cells. When your microbiome is diverse and stable, inflammation stays regulated, immune responses are balanced, you tolerate foods better, you recover faster. But when diversity drops or inflammation increases, immune responses can become exaggerated, allergies can flare, skin issues increase, colds linger longer, fatigue becomes chronic. This is not about being quote-unquote sick. This is about creating and being resilient. So the woman who is always run down, this is who I'm really speaking to. So you don't have to have a diagnosed autoimmune condition, but you could be someone who catches every cold your kids bring home, or you take a lot longer to recover when you're sick. You feel inflamed after certain foods. You have random skin flare-ups. You feel flat and tired, even after sleeping. Often this is not a supplement deficiency. It's probably an immune load. And your gut plays a huge role in how much load your immune system is carrying. So we need to talk about something that has been heavily marketed, and that is leaky gut. The term sounds dramatic, and online it's often used to scare women into buying certain supplements or certain protocols. The correct term is actually intestinal permeability, and your gut lining is naturally semi-permeable. It has to be, right? That's how nutrients get absorbed. Problems arise when inflammation or stress increase permeability beyond what is ideal. Now, this can happen due to chronic stress, infections, even certain medications, excess alcohol, ultra-processed food diets is a massive one, underfueling in terms of how much nutrients you're getting, and lack of fiber diversity. Now, when permeability increases, the immune system may become more reactive. But here's the part that no one says loudly enough. Permeability is dynamic. It changes. It's not permanent damage. It improves with adequate energy intake, so eating enough nutrient-dense foods, fiber diversity, stress regulation, sleep, and time. Your body is so adaptable, your body is so clever, so we don't need to panic because we can improve this. Frequent colds, skin, allergens, inflammation. Let's connect the dots here. When the gut microbiome lacks diversity, inflammatory pathways increase, immune regulation decreases. Short-chain fatty acids produced when bacteria ferment fiber are anti-inflammatory. If fiber diversity is low, production stops. So this is why women who live on protein bars, rice cakes, chicken and broccoli, and low-carb cycles, quote-unquote safe foods, often struggle with immune resilience, not because they're unhealthy per se, but because the microbiome thrives on plant diversity. 30 different plant foods per week is a good target for microbiome diversity. Now that includes, of course, vegetables being one of the top ones there, different types of fruits, nuts, seeds, herbs, spices, legumes, whole grains, and even coffee beans. It's not about superfoods and eating all the superfoods. It's actually about variety and getting diversity in your week. 30 different plant foods per week. Now, if you want to know how you can improve your gut health and how you can improve your diversity in your diet by getting 30 different plant points a week, I highly recommend that you check the show notes and download my free gut health guide, which is going to give you some great information on how you can start nourishing your gut microbiome and improving your gut health today. Now, the wellness industry loves one magic food, right? Blueberries is the answer. Bone broth is the answer. Turmeric is the answer. Kefir is the answer. And yes, these can be supportive and they're incredible foods, but your immune system doesn't need perfection. It actually needs diversity. Think of your microbiome like a garden. You might have heard me say this before. If you only water one plant, the rest actually struggle. Different bacteria thrive on different fibers. When you rotate foods, you strengthen the ecosystem, and a strong ecosystem equals a resilient immune response. But you cannot talk about immunity without talking about chronic stress and stress. Chronic stress suppresses certain immune functions, increases inflammation, alters gut bacteria, reduces stomach acid, and impacts motility, right? So if you're under-eating good nutrients, you're overtraining every single day, you drink high amounts of caffeine daily, you're only sleeping 5 to 6 hours every night, and you're emotionally stretched, your immune system is not weak, it's just overloaded, and your gut reflects that. So focusing on improving your stress, improving your nervous system health by implementing things, breath work, walks out in nature, taking more time off for quote-unquote healthy days, not mental health days, and actually stopping yourself in your tracks before you reach burnout and being mindful about your habits and things that you do every day to improve your stress and make you more resilient to stress, it's going to help your gut health massively, which in turn is going to help with your immune system. So practical foundations for immune resilience before supplements, okay, and before elimination, because you can't out vitamin C your way into a stronger immune system. We get to winter and the vitamin C sales go up tenfold when we really don't need to be taking as much vitamin C as we think we do, when we need to be actually getting as diversity in our diet and feeding our microbes. So you can actually start here, which is number one, eating enough total energy. So you're getting enough food in your day, but you're getting enough nutrient-dense foods in a day, okay? And you're doing that as consistently as you possibly can throughout the week. You're including protein at every meal, quality sources of protein, aiming for 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. And you can do that by ensuring that you've got different types of fiber with each meal that you eat, just like your protein. You're including 25 to 30 different plant foods per week. And if you download that gut health guide, you will be able to figure out how you can make 30 different plant foods per week work, because that sounds like quite a lot. It's actually, once you get your head around it, it's actually quite easy. Sometimes I have 40 to 50 different types. So, it's very possible. Strength training 2 to 4 times a week makes a massive difference as well. Walking daily is also fantastic for immune resilience. Sleeping 7 to 9 hours is just absolute gold standard, like better than any supplementation. And reducing hyperstimulation before bed is a massive one. So if you're struggling with these things, I highly recommend you go back to the podcast and listen to the energy series, which gives you some great tools and actionable steps on how you can improve your energy through improving your sleep, improving your exercise, improving your diet. And there's some really great actionable tools and steps that you can take to improve your energy, which in turn is going to lead you to improving your gut health. So when you build immune resilience through implementing these things, this is how you're going to feel better, feel more energized. And we're not trying to restrict ourselves from having the things we love and having the odd night where we watch a series on Netflix. But what we are is we're trying to be as consistent as we can with these tools. It's not about restriction. It's about consistency. And consistency sometimes looks like, 4 really great days of the week, and then maybe 2 days where you kind of were half in there, and then one day where you didn't do much at all. And that's okay. That's consistency. The issue is when we go all in on something and then we're all out for like 3 months because we went too hard for those 8 weeks and it wasn't sustainable, or we didn't integrate it into our life slowly. We kind of forced ourselves into it. Obviously, we want these habits like eating enough nutrient-dense food, including protein and fiber with every meal, including more plant foods, strength training and walking, and good sleep. We want to ensure that these are anchored into your week every week, but it's okay if it's not 100% at the start. It's just about being consistent with what you can, because over time, that's going to massively improve your overall energy, your overall health, and you're going to be at less risk of getting sick all the time. So if you felt like your immune system is fragile, I really want you to know that it's not about doing more. It's not about drowning yourself with vitamin C supplements. It's actually about stabilizing your foundations. Your gut is not just about bloating. It is your immune training ground. And over this series, we're going to keep connecting the dots calmly, intelligently, and sustainably. So in the next episode, I really hope you do tune in because we're going to explore more around gut health and hormones because that link is powerful. So if you're struggling with PCOS or endometriosis, or you have irregular menstrual cycles, you suffer with PCOS, or you're just keen to learn more about your hormones and your body, I highly recommend that you tune into this next episode because the link between gut health and hormones is so powerful. I really look forward to having you tune into the next episode. Until then, have the most incredible day, week, whenever it is that you're listening to this podcast. You're amazing. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to click the link in the bio below. Download that free gut health guide. It's free. It's there to help you. It's there to help you make some change positively and to get started on your journey. I'm here for you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next episode.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Thanks for listening to the Well Body Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review or share it with someone who needs to hear it. You can find more support, resources, and information on my website at www.beyondthebody.co. Until next time, I look forward to having you in the next episode.